Hello and Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Today, let us talk about the cerebrospinal fluid, or the CSF as it is called, the liquid medium that connects us to our souls. This liquid is present around the brain and around our spinal cord. It is also present in cavities within the brain and the spaces within the brain, and also in the central channel that runs through the spinal cord right up to the tip of the spine. There are 4 cavities or ventricles in the brain that communicate with one another, which holds this CSF. The CSF, which is filled in this ventricular system, it helps to prevent the brain from injury and transport nutrients and waste. So when you look at the 4 ventricles, there are a pair of lateral ventricles on either side of the brain, and then there is a 3rd ventricle below that in the center, and then still below that is the 4th ventricle. So the CSF flows from the lateral ventricles to the 3rd ventricle to the 4th ventricle, and then down through the duct through the center of the channel in the spinal cord. Now let us turn our attention to the electromagnetic waves or pathways, or the Nadis as we call. We have one on the left side, the Ida, on the right side is Pingala. Routinely the energy travels through either the Ida or Pingala, and the central path is the Sushumna. So the energy travels up this Sushumna when the Kundalini rises to go towards the upper areas. So usually it is the Ida and Pingala. These Nadis, they originate from the right and the left side, and then they cross over at certain points. These are called the chakras. And when we look at this, at the tip of the spine is the root chakra, or the Muladhara chakra as it is called in Sanskrit. Then above that, the Swadhisthana chakra or the Hara chakra, where they are crossing over again to the opposite sides. Then the Manipuraka chakra or the solar plexus chakra above the navel. And in the heart area, we have the Anahata chakra or the heart chakra. In the throat chakra or the Vishuddhi chakra, and then they come towards the 3rd eye or the broad chakra or the Agya chakra. So if you look carefully, you can see these 2 nadis are coming and ending as the heads of snakes. Okay? So up to here it is easy and the energy travels. And the smooth flow of energy in all these chakras happens only when somebody is doing some yoga, pranayama, or daily Reiki practice. Otherwise the flow is not smooth. Now when we consider this nadis and chakras in relation to a human figure, you can see that the Ida and Pingala are ending at the broad chakra. So if you look at the picture on the right, you can see that the ventricles in the line of 3rd ventricle and the 4th ventricle, you will see those red spots. In the front is the pituitary gland, which is considered the master gland, which controls all other endocrine glands, which gives us immunity and keeps the function of the body in proper order. And then at the back, at the exact level of the 3rd eye, or the bit in between the brows, is the pineal gland. So, medically speaking, it controls and releases the production of melatonin, which in turn controls our sleep. But in ancient Egypt, the pineal gland was known as the seat of the spirit or the soul. They used the 3rd eye as a route to higher awareness and consciousness. The Buddhists related it to spiritual awakening. The Hindus connect it to the third eye, which represents intuition and clairvoyance. So now I want to bring your attention when we look at this from the top of the head. You can see those lateral ventricles, okay, somewhat like C-shaped on the right side and opposite of that on the left side. And take a look at that infinity symbol on the right. So I feel that these are C-shaped and opposite C-shaped. The lateral ventricles are situated in our brain, and it is containing the cerebrospinal fluid. So through our sadhanas, this can turn into infinity symbol. So when that happens, you are in touch with the infinity, and there is no limit to what you can do. But it's a great, powerful thing. As always, with great power comes responsibility. So the nature makes sure, unless you are ready to take up that responsibility, it is usually not possible to reach this stage. It requires years of practice, and if you think somebody can just touch or open up the chakras and make this possible, you will be in for suffering. So this is an interesting aspect. By working on the cerebrospinal fluid also, we can reach to higher levels. So that's enough for now. Bye bye. I hope you find this information useful. Until next time, bye.